who's going to be the coalition partner? That's the big question of the day. In 3 days, is Syriza going to be alone? Can it get the absolute majority in parliament? We don't know for sure. It certainly isn't impossible, but it may be difficult to achieve that. Now, there's the very interesting thing, we've talked about it in the past, is that New Democracy actually 3 years ago broke into two pieces. The pro-austerity remained as it is and became more neoliberal and more authoritarian, actually, its governing tactics. But the other piece were some New Democracy MPs that wanted nothing to do with the destruction of the middle class, and so they created a new party. So they come from the right wing, but their program is more culturally right than economically right-wing program. They talk about national issues of cultural national issues or immigration and these kind of things, but economically they have absolutely the same program as Syriza, and they have agreed upon a minimum program and they can actually form a government if they make it inside parliament, and the polls show it at the threshold. We don't know if it's going to go up or down, but it will be the absolutely most important factor of this election. If it doesn't make it, then we'll have to deal with this river guy, the March on Rome river, Mussolini type cultural. He's actually the exact opposite. He's a cultural. He operates under left cover. He cares for minorities and this kind of stuff, but he doesn't care really about poor people. He is absolutely pro-austerity. Everybody knows this. Everybody can read behind the lines. It's absolutely transparent what he thinks about austerity and the memorandum.
Okay, Michael. Now, to help my listeners who are going to be tuned in on Sunday night, the evil guy that you're warning us against is the infamous Stavros Theodorakis of the River Party, right? They're the ones who will sell you down the river, right? And that's the Tov Potami party, right? And as I mentioned last week, Bloomberg News has selected him as the kingmaker, right? So it's important for this guy to be defeated. No Greek should vote for him. But then the other group, right, the conservative anti-austerity party, you told us about them 2 weeks ago, and that is called the what? AME?
It's called ANEL, which means
ANEL.
It's two words meaning independent. The independent Greeks. Independent Greeks is the name of the party, and he will be the best bet for Syriza to form a government.
So the independent Hellenes.
Yes, the independent Hellenes. The New Democracy was, in the old times, was not so bad, actually. It was the exact equivalent of a De Gaulle party in Greece. It cared about industry and it cared about the middle class. It has now become neoliberal and absolutely insane, in my view. It's actually... let me tell you something very funny I found. There's a politician, right-wing politician from the New Democracy. He was a minister at some point, and he made a video on YouTube explaining to voters that the main helpers of Syriza in this election are those who don't believe what Syriza says. And they think that the Syriza will be more moderate when elected. And he actually says you should believe them in what they say, because they are actually this crazy. They actually believe that they can change the world and change Europe. So I thought it was really funny. A politician coming on television telling you that politics is not here to change the world. I think philosophically is absolutely insane.
Absolutely insane. Now, another thing that my listeners will be curious about, the neo-fascist party, Golden Dawn, Chrissy Avni, how are they doing?
I think they're going to be the fourth or fifth party. The polls show it a bit lower, but this is understandable. Many people who answer to polls are ashamed of admitting that they will vote for them, but they are helped by anger. Anger is what makes people vote for this party, and it's actually idle votes. Idle votes. Votes used for nothing. I'm not afraid of them. They are discredited. The majority of the population, 90%, hates them, absolutely is appalled by them, and I'm not afraid of them because they are Nazis. They're actual Nazis. Old Nazis. Old rotten Nazism. They're not anything fresh like the river, which is modern, and it seems so crisp and new, and you think that no, they are new. The apolitical voters will vote for the river, and I think that's actually the fascist danger in this election. And I'm
okay. Michael, we want to thank you. We need you again next week to make sense out of what happens. We're going to be watching. We wish everybody in Greece the best, and everybody knows who to vote for. Syriza would be a revolutionary development on the world scene. We can't wait. A lot of people are rooting for you, hoping that you succeed. So we'll see you next week. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye. Back in a minute.
Hey, guess what? They've got some great deals for Valentine's Day at Guns80.com. They're calling it the Sweetheart Special. Guns80.com has lowered the price way down to $400 up until Valentine's Day. Order your Ghost AR-15 now. Tell your sweetheart that this is the right gift at the right time. Buy one for yourself. Buy one for your sweetheart, too. Your sweetheart will thank you for being so tuned into his or her needs. Get a brand new Ghost AR-15 right now for $400. Heck, buy two. His and hers. Go to Guns80.com or call and ask for the Sweetheart Deal. Love is in the air at Guns80.com. Call now, 844-2GUNS80. That's 844-248-6780. It's a sweetheart of a deal. Actually, it's a steal at $400, so call Guns80.com at 844-2GUNS80, but hurry, supplies are limited. Call 844-2GUNS80 or get your Ghost AR-15 today at Guns80.com on the web.
Hi, this is Steve Sanchez, and based on a recent study, it was found that 57 million Americans had legal issues over the last 12 months, but only 60% of those studied sought out the services of a lawyer. Why? In a nutshell, affordability. Well, my friends at Legal Shield have created a solution that can help you not if, but when you need an attorney. For as little as $17 per month, Legal Shield will provide you unlimited access to qualified attorneys at an accomplished law firm for advice and counsel on legal issues, no matter how serious or trivial. For over 40 years and with 1.4 million families across North America, Legal Shield can help you, the loyal GCN listener. Representatives are standing by now to answer your questions, so call them now at 1-855-340-SAVE. That's 1-855-340-7283, or visit them at lsprotection.com. That's lsprotection.com.
Results will vary from case to case.
The human body is extraordinary. Despite all the stresses we inflict upon it, it still works hard to stay in balance. Thousands upon thousands of people rely upon Heart and Body Extract to help their body stay balanced. This excellent 100% natural herbal formula helps maintain healthy blood pressure levels, cleans arteries, promotes good circulation, balances cholesterol, and more. HB Extract, paired with healthy lifestyle choices like good nutrition and exercise, can give you a life free of pain, sickness, and fear. Recapture your youthful vitality and experience your body healing itself with the aid of HB Extract. It's extremely effective and it starts working in just days. Visit hbextract.com to learn more and to read scores of testimonials from satisfied customers. And we've never increased our price in over 10 years. That makes Heart and Body Extract as great a value now as it was the first day we sold it. A healthy heart is a happy heart. Call 866-295-5305 or go to hbextract.com.
This alert just came in. This special announcement is for business owners and leaders of organizations who've been waiting for the right time to build. General Steel has made it impossible to wait any longer with rock-bottom prices that could save you thousands. That's right, General Steel, America's leader in pre-engineered structures, is offering buildings at prices you will never see again. Don't miss these prices. A 50 by 100 for $35,000. You heard right. That's 5,000 square feet for $35,000. Manufacturers, if you need a larger building, try a 100 by 100 commercial building for $129,000. You can't afford to rent with these prices. Imagine a 70 by 100-foot church building for under $69,000. With the economy improving and interest rates still at historic lows, you can't afford to wait. So call 866-91-STEEL. Lock in your price now. Call 866-91-STEEL. That's 866-917-8335.
Independently leading the way for the nation. Compelling talk for every political persuasion. We are G's.
Crisis Radio, Webster, Tarpley here in Washington, D.C. Now, that Greek election perspective, it's a game changer, right? That's one of the best things that's going to happen in the lives of people who are now on Earth. It's a turning point from the cradle of civilization, in the West at least, some help in extremis. And we'll be extremely interested in that. The one thing we always need to bear in mind, though, NATO did not hesitate to organize a coup d'etat in Greece in 1967. It was the coup d'etat of the colonels, right? The Greek fascist colonels under NATO auspices. And I'm wondering, when I look at various characters like General Breedlove over at NATO headquarters. Hey, General Breedlove, you got any tricks up your sleeve for Greece? You think you do? I believe we had indications last time that Syriza had actually sent diplomatic feelers to Putin to try to guarantee an anti-coup strategy with some intelligence and other stuff coming in from Putin. And again, once we get Syriza in the government in Greece with the Syriza prime minister, that's going to change Putin's thinking. He's going to turn away from these bankrupt right-wing characters, which Syriza correctly regards as the reserve army of the bankers and the ruling class. And once again, Davos is ongoing. We're actually seeing now horrendous pictures of Femen. The Femen group from Ukraine have arrived in Davos. They've been harassing the Holy Father there in Rome. Terrible stuff. Now Davos. So remember, the smart people will be in Silver Spring. That's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. This program goes up on Saturday, but you still have a chance. Shoot a quick email immediately to taxwallstreetparty@gmail.com. taxwallstreetparty@gmail.com, and we'll see if we can fit you in. Silver Spring, very close to Washington, D.C. on the subway line. King Abdullah has now passed away. Will Bandar attempt a coup? And then deflation. Deflation is not about footballs. Deflation is about mass unemployment, the kind of stuff we had in 1932-33, the kind of stuff that led to Hitler's seizure of power, something that hyperinflation did not do. So European leaders, get your head screwed on right. 1923, hyperinflation is bad, but it's not that bad. And in a place like the U.S. today, with everybody deep in debt, The hyperinflation wipes out your debt, so you got a consolation prize. Not people who have money, of course, they don't do so well, and I think that's where all the libertarians have their hearts pounding. 1920, deflation, Mussolini. 1929 to 33, deflation, Hitler. So look at it. Now, deflation